Hello, my name is Lynn. I am a 30 years old cash budgeter. I currently live at home with my parents and my brother. I do handle a majority of my family's finances, so I budget my paychecks, a portion of my parents' paychecks, and a home help check that we get every 2 weeks. For today's video, I am going to be stuffing $1,150 for the first week of November. And I thought I'd kind of reintroduce myself, talk a little bit about myself, my budgeting journey, and the things that I am saving for. Thank you guys so much for all of the views on my last video. I believe it's my highest viewed video yet, and I still cannot believe it got so much love. So thank you guys. I cannot express how much all of this means to me. I got a lot of new followers as well too, so thanks for all the old ones that continue to watch my videos and support me and be on this journey with me, and the new ones as well too. Thank you guys for taking time out to watch my videos and commenting and liking them. So yeah, I don't think I cannot come up with the right words to describe how I'm feeling about it. I'm so happy and thankful for every single one of you guys. I usually start off stuffing all of my bills first, so we are going to do that. About half my bills are due at the beginning of the month, and the other half is due at the second. It's like the second or third week of the month. And then, did that make sense? So half my bills are due in the beginning of the month, and then the second half is due at the second half of the month. And I've also got some quarterly and annual bills as well too. So I'm going to start off with buffer, and that's going to get $10. And now it's got 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 300, 320, 330. And this is to make up for any shortages I've got on any monthly bills, and to also try to help me get a month ahead with everything as well too. Car insurance is going to get 55, so 50 and 5. Gas is going to get $20. So gas and electricity are both on a budget billing plan. So they take like a running average of, I believe, my last 12 months and come up with a set amount that I will pay every month. That makes it a lot easier for me to budget, because sometimes like those bills are really low, then sometimes they're like $100 to $200 more, and that is not something that big of a difference is not something that I'm able to account for in my budget very well. So I'm pretty happy with the budget billing. Gas every month has been $85 so far. Water is going to get $25. And this varies, but it doesn't vary too much, and it's usually around $100. So that's just what I budget for every month. Internet, so we're starting to get into the second half of the bills, is going to get 15. So 10, 15, and now it's got 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. And this is $70 every month. Electricity is getting 35, 20, 30, and 5. Now it's got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, 105. And I believe this is currently $134 a month, but I just round up to $140. I usually just put it all in my account to pay off my credit card when I pay these bills. Then the few extra dollars will just be left in my account as a buffer in my checking account. I can just leave the money in here and move it to my like actual cash buffer envelope, but sometimes I kind of overspend, so I like having a little bit of extra money in my checking account. Phone bill is going to get $48, 20, 40, and I'm going to put 50 and put $2 back. And now it's got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 130, 135, 140, 41, 42, 43, 44, $144. And this one is $192 every month. trash is a quarterly bill, and it's going to get $10. And now it's got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 96. And this has been changing every quarter, so I'm really not sure how much it's going to be when I get my bill in December. Annual payments is going to get $10. And I use the money in here too for some of my monthly subscriptions as well. And now it's got 50, 100, 120, 140, 160, 170, 180, 190. And actually I need to take $100 out because my annual fee for my Southwest credit card has finally been posted. I thought they always post it in October, but it looks like it's November. So yeah, I was waiting all of last month to pay it, but now I can take it out and pay for that annual fee. It is my only credit card that has an annual fee, and I used to fly Southwest a lot, and the annual fee kind of pays for a cheap one-way flight now when I do travel, but it is not our biggest hub where I fly out of anymore, so a lot of the flights that I used to take with it are either pretty limited now, and or they're no longer direct flights, or the cheapest one that's on the market as well too. But I didn't want to close this credit card down because I still use it, and the perks are still pretty good with it because they do give you like points every year as well for it, and like I said, it usually pays for at least one flight. A pretty good. They've got a lot of sales as well too, so you can fly pretty cheap with Southwest. My parents' insurance is going to get $100, and this is for their health insurance. And our car payment is going to get $250. This is our biggest bill. I am still going to film a video to do a breakdown of our car loan and everything that we've paid regarding it and what our financing plan and all of that is. But we just got a new Honda Pilot, and our monthly bill, I believe it's like $970. But I just round that up and pay $1,000 every month for it. This is something that myself and my parents are all going to tackle together. So it sounds really intimidating, and actually it is really intimidating because it's such a large payment, but we feel comfortable and confident enough that we will make this. So that is why we went down that path and chose the plan that we did. So I've got $1,000 in the bank, 1,100, 200, 250. We are a month ahead, but sometimes I'll use what I have in the bank to pay for next month's car payment, and then I'll deposit the rest of the money. So this placeholder will come and go as I use what's in the bank, so I can keep track of whether I used it or not, I guess. But I do plan on just keeping this as a reserve just in case we cannot make the payment one month, or we're short 1 month. I don't know if that made sense or not. I'm sorry if it didn't. And this is my back to bank envelope, so I'm going to put this $100 in here. I do take cash out for my bills, but most of my bills will get charged onto my credit card, and then I will just put this in my checking account to pay the credit cards off. Only my parents' insurance and my water bill is taken out of my checking account directly, and that is because if I were to use a credit card, they would charge me a fee, and I said it in the past videos, I will do anything to avoid a fee, because that's just kind of wrong to pay a fee to pay your bill. So that's why I chose to have it taken out of my checking account. And the fee, I think, is like 1.25% or something like that. It's not a large amount, but it's the principle behind it. So I stand by that. Next is my moving out binder. I am looking to move out. I will still be really close to my parents and my brother, but I would like to experience being on my own and all of that. I am 30, so feel a little bit behind in some aspects of life. So I want to experience just living out on my own and kind of just kind of learning to be a better adult in that sense. So I do feel like I adult pretty well, but it's different when you still have the comfort of your parents and all of that to help you out with certain things. I'm also a terrible cook, so I don't know how well I'm gonna fare living on my own when it comes to cooking, because my parents and everybody else in my family are amazing cooks, but I did not get that talent. And I was hoping to kind of move out next summer, but I'm not sure where I stand on that with the car payments. So hopefully next year, maybe at the end of next year. It just really depends also on availability and if that apartment fits within the range that I am willing to pay. There's not a lot of apartment complexes around me, and I do want to stay really close to my family and my brother. So kind of limited on options, but I am open to a lot of things. But now I'm just currently saving for it. So apartment is going to get $40, $20.40, and this is going to be like furniture and all of the stuff you would need for an apartment to furnish it, to decorate it, and all of that. So now it's got $1,500 in the bank. 600, 700, 800, 900, 920, 940, 1,940 total. I keep moving this desk. I'm so sorry. I've got my legs crossed, and I should probably uncross them because I keep bumping into it. Trying to find like a comfortable sitting position, and for some reason I cannot find a comfortable position today filming this video, so I apologize if it's shaky. Deposit's got $500, that's in the bank right now, and that was my goal. Rent is going to get $20, and it's got $500 in the bank, 600, 700, 820. And I will say apartment costs are so much, especially for a one bedroom, but just in general, kind of living expenses are just really are high, and it doesn't help if, you know, there's not a lot of those kind of options. And then I also thought about like trying to buy a townhouse, but interest rates are ridiculously high, and I don't know if I'm quite ready to make that much of like a permanent investment or decision yet, because I don't want kind of the first time that I'm going to be out on my own since college to be one where I own something and have to be like responsible for fixing all of that stuff. So I think I want to try a year or so of renting first before I make the jump into any ownership. And then if it doesn't work out, I can always move back home with my parents and save a little bit more money that way as well too. So I do have backup plans that are in place just in case it doesn't work out the way that I want it to. Utilities, it's got $300 in the bank. Groceries, it's got $500 in the bank. Household, $300 in the bank. And these were all goals that I've set for those, so I don't have to stuff them anymore. Miscellaneous is going to get $10, and this is going to be used towards renter's insurance, and if there's anything left over, I'll use it towards like knickknacks and apartment stuff as well too. So now it's got 100, 200, 250, 270, 280. I don't think renter's insurance is that expensive, so hopefully I will have enough in here for that. Emergency fund is going to get $20 today. And my goal for this will be $1,000. So now it's got 100, 200, 300, 320. And this will just be like if anything happens while I'm living in the apartment that is regarding like furniture breaking or anything like that, then I'll have money to replace some of that stuff. And then 1 month is going to get $10. And now it's got 100, 200, 220, 230. This is to try to get 1 month ahead. I do like stuffing all of my envelopes, so I'm putting $10 in here, but this is going to be the least of my priorities for this binder. So that is it for my moving out binder. Next is my personal. So my personal envelope is going to get $50. And now it's got 100, 150, 200, 250. And this is just money that I can spend on whatever I want, whether it's like clothes, makeup. I usually spend this money for my facials that I get. Yeah, so I didn't want to like break down those envelopes too much. I did do that when I first started budgeting. I had an envelope for clothing, makeup, and a lot of like those different categories, but it was too much to keep track of. So just having like one overall envelope that I can use the money on anything has worked pretty well for me so far. Travel is going to get $20. It's got 500 in the bank, 600, 700, 720, 740, 760, 780. And I do not have any trips planned. My cousin is going to get married eventually, so I'm going to try to use some of this money for that when the time comes. Beauty is going to get $20, and it's got 20, 40, 60, 80. And this used to be my hair envelope. I do get my hair done regularly, but I have naturally dark hair, and I keep my hair blonde, so it costs a lot of money and takes a lot of time to get my hair done. But as I get a little bit older, my hair is not bouncing back as it used to. It's also been processed so many times. So I'm going to try to transition back to kind of my natural dark hair color. I do prefer to have the blonde hair, but I think that's just something for me to get over if I don't want to end up having all of my hair fall out. And I do use like a lot of products to help bring it back, and usually it has no problems doing that, but I just think that if I want to keep my hair, I'm gonna have to go back to my natural hair color. And I think it's also gonna make me appreciate just kind of what I have. I know like people with straight hair also like always wants curly hair and vice versa. So it sounds kind of like materialistic, but it's just one of those things I think I'll just have to get over, and hopefully I will be fine. Coffee is going to get $10. And now it's got 500 in the bank, 600, 650, 670, 680, 690. And this is not for like Starbucks and stuff like that. When I move out, I do want to get a really nice espresso machine. And then if, I don't know, because I don't know what my future apartment's gonna look like, I might have to buy like a little coffee cart and all of that stuff too. So this will regard that. This will all go regarding to that. I don't think that made any sense. I'm just throwing words together. And I also want to get like cute cups and decoration and all of that stuff to go in that little coffee cart or coffee corner. I drink coffee every day. And it's just, you know, when you imagine kind of living your best life and being the best version of yourself, with me, it's me waking up and making myself a nice latte from my nice little fancy coffee machine. Just feeling like I'm gonna have a good day with it. So, and having seasonal cups every holiday season. So that is just what I want for my future. So this is actually that coffee envelope is, I believe, my longest sinking fund. I've been putting money in there for like over 2 years. So yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully that all comes together. Vietnam is going to get $40, and this envelope is to send money back to my family in Vietnam. And now it's got 100, 200, 220, 240. It's not to like support them or anything like that. I've talked a little bit about that in a previous video, but you know, it always helps to send some money back. So it'll either get them some extra food or give them some extra money to celebrate or whatever. So I don't think I'm going to send money back anytime soon. I think the next time will be for Lunar New Year's. And I do know that my aunts do like a food booth for like the festivals every year. So hopefully I can send them some money so that they can get that started up and really enjoy all of the festivities. It's a big holiday over there. They pretty much shut down, I believe, for a week and then just have a lot of parades and yeah, eat a lot of good food, and it's a good time. So I think that's the next time I'll end up sending money to them. So we'll continue to build that up. Gifts is going to get $20. Sorry, I just got a call come in. So now it's $20. Now it's got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. And the next holiday or the next birthday is going to be my dad's birthday at the end of the month. So this money will go towards whatever we end up doing for him. Health is going to get $20. And now it's got 100, 200, 300, 320, 340, 360, 380, 400. Future is going to get $10. And it's got 100, 200, 300, 400, 420, 430. I was going to stop at 500, but I think I'll just continue to put $10 in here instead of $20. And this is just anything good that happens. Usually people would say for a wedding or for kids, but I do not have any kids and I am not in a relationship. So if that happens for me, then I'll have an envelope to go towards those things. If it doesn't, I can also put this towards maybe a future house if that happens, or maybe a big future trip. I do want to do some international travel. So yep, it's just more of like a fun and kind of happier things to look forward to instead of, you know, preparing yourself for any major medical emergencies or anything like that, or getting yourself out of debt. So I thought that was a good envelope to start. And that is my brother calling for help. So hopefully he gets some soon. Yeah, car maintenance is going to get $20. And now it's got 100, 200, 250, 270, 280. And my coworker just got her catalytic converter stolen literally in our parking lot in broad daylight. So I'm gonna need to kind of buff this up some more in case of any emergencies there. So yep, there was some surveillance video that we have that they were able to turn in, but it was just awful. Everything about it was just awful. Yeah, so hopefully nothing bad like that happens to me or anybody else. But yeah, wedding is going to get $10, and this is for my cousin's wedding. She was going to have it next year, but something came up to where she's going to postpone it. So she hasn't come up with a date yet on when she wants to push it back, but now it's got $20, $30. And so I thought I'd slowly start saving for it until I get an official date and kind of be able to plan a little bit more for it. And rollover, it gets money from my envelope, my weekly spending cash envelopes, and it gets my gas money. So 20, 30, 40. I've got about half a tank of gas, so I am doing pretty good there. I think it'll last me for the week. I don't use a lot of gas. I live pretty close to my workplace. So I live like 2 miles away from my office, and then I work from home 2 days a week. A lot of my gas go towards taking care of my brother and taking him to his appointments. So let's count this. It's got 100, 200, 250, 300, 320, 40, 60, 80, 400, 420, 430, 440. My brother is disabled. He is in a wheelchair. He is nonverbal, and he is right side. He's got right side weakness. Sorry, I couldn't come up with left and right there. But he's got a lot of doctor's appointments, and so I take him around for all of that. And so he also is going to have his onboarding / consult for his day program for rehab on Monday. And usually I will take him and pick him up. And that's in the city, so that's about 20 miles out from where we're at. He's been in this program a few times before, but with how insurance works out, he wasn't able to stay on. But now that he's got Medicare, he's able to go back and hopefully stay there until they feel that he is doing all right. And so this money is going to help with with the gas and all of that and taking him and picking him up. So that is why I have that. I don't want to change my gas budget too much. I want to have a buffer so I can kind of ease into a new budget that will work well for me. So I'm going to empty out the rest of these here. And this extra money is going to go towards my savings challenges. This video is getting pretty long because I'm talking so much, so thank you guys so much if you guys are still watching. Once I start rambling, I start to talk quite a bit, so you'll kind of notice that in my videos if you watched a few of them. So from rollover, I've got 10, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32. So let me put that here. So we're going to get into our savings challenges here. All right, so I've got an envelope for myself, my brother, my mom, and my dad, and we're each going to get $10 today. And now we've each got 100, 200, 300, 400, 410, 420. And this, I'm going to exchange some of these 10s out here. My goal is 500 for each of us. My money will most likely go towards LASIK, and then for the rest of my family, I plan on giving that to them for Lunar New Year's, so they would get a nice red envelope. So let's take that 10 out and put a 20. My original goal was $1,000, but that was way too much, and I wasn't able to meet it. So I bumped it to 500, and it's been a lot more manageable that way, and I actually feel like I can finish it. New phone is going to get $10. And now it's got 100, 150, 200, 220, 240, 260, 270. I don't plan on buying one anytime soon, but mine is still in pretty good working condition, but I want to try to pay it off up front and not put it on a payment plan when that time comes. Savings challenges, I've got this one going on, and we're almost complete here. And I'm going to put $30 in here. 20, 30. And now it's got 100, 150, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310, 320, 325. I'm working on finishing this one first, so we are almost done. And I usually fill in my trackers later. This challenge is my shopping challenge. I am saving money to buy a lot of new clothes to replace the ones that I have. I haven't bought new clothes in a long time, but I want to do that when I move out because I don't want to keep cluttering my room here. So now it's got 50, 100, 50, 200, 210. I'm trying to get rid of a lot of my stuff here slowly because I just haven't bought new stuff in a long time, and feel like I have a hoarding problem. Because there is stuff that I have not used in years, maybe 5+ years, that I still have that for some reason I won't get rid of. My envelopes challenge, I am doing the 100 envelope challenge, but I am going to stuff those at the end of the month. But the way that I'm doing it is a bit different. I'm going to just stuff the first 50 envelopes. Then once that is done, I'm going to reallocate all of those money into the higher amounts because trying to stuff anything more than $50 is really intimidating, and I'm not really sure if I can swing that in my budget. So there were some comments about how they've seen other people do it or how they're doing the challenge themselves. So that is how I'm going to approach this. So this is going to get $7. 5, 6, 7. I'm going to stuff money in here, and then at the end of the month, I will put them in my smaller ones. So I do have the individual envelopes that I will fill in. I am not doing this challenge. I'm trying to get into the habit of walking 10,000 steps a day, but I've failed. This is my 3rd week where I've not hit that mark anytime. And I thought maybe filming it and incorporating this fitness challenge that I want myself to be on, or like this, I don't know, this change of habits, being a little bit more active and stuff, will give me a lot more accountability, but I haven't met it yet. And one day, like I said in the previous video, the shame will take over and it will make me want to work a lot harder. But it wasn't this previous week, so we're going to try again next week. Christmas is going to get $40, and then we will be finished with this challenge. 20, 40, and it's got 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 500, 550, 600, 650, 700, 750, 800, 850, 900, 920, 940, 960, 980, 1000. So we are done with this Christmas challenge. I think maybe I'll fill this one on camera so that you guys can see it being full. I've got a couple of Christmas gifts ideas, but I haven't bought anything yet. So when I do another exchange, I'll put a placeholder in here, and then I'll have to create like a tracker to keep track of all the gifts and the amounts that I've spent so far. So this should be enough. I'm hoping I'll have some leftover money from this, but I am not trying to go overboard for Christmas. My birthday challenge, my birthday is in March, and I am using this to pay for my facial that month, and I am doing it with rollover money. So I've got 10, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32. I'm going to put $30 in there. And this is actually going a lot quicker than I thought I would. I thought I'd be spending more, so it's kind of giving me some motivation to not spend all of my weekly spending money. So I am going to fill out these champagne glasses, which is $25, and then finish up this party hat. So that will be $30. So now it's got 50, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100. So this is going super well. I think I'm going to put these $2 in my envelopes challenge. Sweet Treats is going to get $10. Now it's got 50, 150, 70, 180. And the luxury challenge is going to get $20. Now this has got 50, 100, 120. And that is it for my savings challenges. Last, I am going to stuff my cash envelopes for the week. Miscellaneous always gets $5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just like to keep ones with me so that if something's like $7, I don't have to break like a 5 or anything like that. And I take my brother to Sonic's a lot to get lemonades and stuff, so it's always nice to tip the car hop when they come out. Fun is going to get $10. And I use this money for coffee, but I've been pretty good. I think it's because I want to finish that birthday challenge. So this is my Starbucks money, but I haven't been buying it. And I got some coffee creamer from, what is it? International Delight. They came out with like a Grinch version of like coffee creamers, and that has been pretty good. I am on the sugar cookie one right now, and so I've been really liking that one. And I got the gingerbread one, but I haven't tried that one yet. I haven't opened that, but I've been trying to go through all of my coffee beans and my coffee creamer, so I've been able to put this money towards my savings challenges. Food is going to get $25. 10, 20, 25. And this is like eating out money for lunches and stuff like that when I'm at work. Spending is going to get 25, 25, and I did something wrong. So, but that is all right. Gas usually gets $40 a week, but I did something wrong in my stuffing, so it's going to just get this $20. I've got half a tank, and hopefully it will be enough to get me through the week. If not, I'll just pump this $20. So yeah, that is it for this video. If you guys have made it to the end, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have not subscribed yet, please consider doing so and giving this video a thumbs up. Thank you. Bye.